Okay. Today we're gonna go over setting levels in Pro Tools. I got this session from an artist that I do music with. We're gonna set the levels. That's what I usually do before I mix anything. And the first thing we need to do, well, I want to get rid of this comment session right here because I don't use it. So to do that, we go over here and click that. Unclick it, and then I usually want to see the inserts and click that little arrow to get rid of it. Now, so if I play it, it needs to be turned down. He has everything turned up. But before I play it, the first thing I need to do is I can't really see the overall volume of it if I don't have a master track. So I'll click the last track, and then I'll press Shift Command N, and I'll create a stereo, master fader, and press create. So when I press play, and it might be a little loud right now because it's too loud, but bear with me. It's gonna peak. It's gonna hit the red. So hold on. It's gonna hit the red over here. I already know.
Your feelings brought you here. Now you're keeping your distance. You know that's my weakness. So now I am here.
Alright, so we see it already hit the red. That's usually a signal of distortion. And it's just not a good thing to do when you're mixing. You want, I'll show you in a second. Alright, so in order to lower everything and keep, just to keep it at the levels that he set, like the same, in relationship to everything else, to the track, I click the first audio track, and then I hold Shift, click the last one, everything except the master. Then I click Command G, and that's for group, creating a group. You can name it. I usually don't. I just create it. It's everything. I guess it's a good habit to create this. So let's just call it, to name it, let's just call it all tracks. And press OK. So now, when you move one, everything will move. So I'll get it down to where I kind of like in the loudest part of the track, which probably would be like a chorus or something. Just anywhere where everything is playing.
Distress keeps feeling my lips keep moving.
So everything is playing.
Happy truth. Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings.
I usually get it to around 14, 15. And that's where even if if this was a new track, I would do that. And I would start, all of these would just be level, and I would, have it so that the music is hitting like 15, 16 or whatever. And so
Distress keeps feeling my lips keep.
And like if that's too low, I'll just turn up my headphones, or I'll turn up the monitor speakers, but I just don't want this going too high right now.
Keep moving, where is my hat?
And after it's mixed, we'll get it all the way up to 0 with mastering. So, but right now when you're mixing, you wanted it after it's mixed, you want it to be around 10, I'd say. So, another thing I do is once I finish, and I'll do this with a track or even with a song that has a 2 track playing, and I need to get the levels right. So what I'll do is um, I will turn everything down to 0. So for instance, with this, I would just turn everything down 0. Then I would take the group off, and in order to do that, see this little arrow down here, click that, and see all tracks are highlighted. Just unhighlight it, and then you can move them one by one. So what I would do, and this is after I put all the effects I wanted to put on this, like all the tracks, I turn everything down, and I'll play it. I'll loop it in a part where everything is playing. So I'll get the music. So that's about 16. So
my lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings.
so that's the lead. It's not mixed or anything, but that's the lead. And you want to kind of level the lead with my picture disappeared. Oh well. You want to get the lead right at about the level of the snare.
Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings. Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my...
Okay, so that's about right now. It'll sound better when it's mixed, EQ'd and everything. So
distress keeps feeling. My lips.
So these are backgrounds, I can tell.
Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings. Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings. Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is my weakness? Killing my feelings.
So those are supposed to be in the background. And you can pan them. Like,
distress.
You get them to whatever level you want. And another thing I do, once I get the blend right that I like.
Distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving.
So say I like that blend right there. What I'll do is I'll create another group. So I highlight those 3 things. Command G. And call that backgrounds. And so once that group is created,
distress keeps feeling. My lips keep moving. Where is my happy truth? Where is...
I can just move, one of them, and they're all moving. They'll all be in the same relationship to the other one. So I'll do that until it's exactly right, till I like it, and then so this is another thing where a lot of things, another section where a lot of things are going on. So
now I am here. So now I am here. So now I am here. So now I am here. So now I am here. So So now I am here. So now I am here.
Sometimes I would like mute them
Lying here.
to figure out where they're
Lying here.
what's what.
Lying here. Lying here. Lying here.
See how that sounds with everything.
Lying here. So now I'm lying here. So now I'm lying here.
So basically, the point of this is whatever these are, I'll, get to them, and these probably are tracks that are not being used. So the whole point is you don't want
So now I'm
you don't want it to be louder than 10. So keep everything low, and it's better to record it like this too, like just at a lower level. It doesn't have to be low in your headphones. Like I said, you can raise your headphone levels. So just keep it low so that there's really no possibility that you would peak. But that's how you set your levels.